Nothing says Christmas like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hey everybody, welcome to another Matinee Monday, and we are discussing the holiday classic, Jingle All the Way. That's right, Arnold Schwarzenegger wants a Turbo Man, and he will do anything to get it. It's a movie where there's a classic line of, "I'm not a pervert," right up there with, "It's not a tumor." But this is a great, terrible Christmas movie. Joe Mande is our guest. You know Joe from writing on shows like Parks and Rec and the show Hacks. Now he's an Emmy Award-winning writer, as a matter of fact. Joe shares a very important connection to this film, which is this film was shot in his hometown. He actually saw scenes being filmed. He saw Schwarzenegger's stunt double. The movie has a lot of problems. First of all, we never see Christmas. Second of all, it seems to be daylight for like 40 hours in this movie. This is like shot in Alaska. There's a couple other things that we get into. Sinbad doing a part written for Joe Pesci, but then seemingly Sinbad just improvised lines, and no one really knew how to riff with him, so he was off doing his thing, and everyone else was doing the scripted lines. Not a bad thing, just an interesting thing. Phil Hartman is a great bad guy in it. The movie actually starts just like Die Hard, which is another interesting thing. And it's a weird Christmas movie because it's about commercialism. And I don't know if that's what brings the kids to the theater, to show them how fake the holiday actually is. But take a listen to this clip right here as we kind of start breaking down some of the nitty-gritty plot details. All right, so the whole premise of the movie is that Schwarzenegger is kind of a delinquent father. It seems that he has never been home his entire life. No. Yep. He's not up on...
Well, those box springs aren't going to sell themselves.
Is that what he's selling, box springs?
And apparently he works at the world's largest mattress facility because they cut to his Christmas party where he's just working, burning the midnight oil, selling box springs.
It starts the same way as Die Hard, which I think is why he signed on. He read the first 2 pages, like, I'll do it.
And he is selling... He's selling box springs. He's not around for his kid. His kid wants his Turbo Man action doll, and he's got to get the Turbo Man doll. Now, here's the thing that I didn't realize. This movie was so horribly reviewed because they made Turbo Man toys for Christmas.
Oh, wow.
So it was, most people, when you watch this movie, it was a giant commercial for a fictional thing that they made. So it was like, yeah, it's about this Cabbage Patch, Transformer, whatever. But it was actually, they made the thing.
God.
This movie, I feel like this movie was as if people like put a bunch of scene ideas onto cards, spun them in like a lotto loop, and then pulled them out every one and was like, okay, next scene is he goes to a diner, his car runs out of gas. Next scene is Santa's workshop, corrupt conman Santa's gang fight, Santa Ninja.
Slot it in. Put it on the board.
I gotta just disclaimer. I grew up in St. Paul, Minnesota, where this movie takes place, and I remember them filming it, and it was a really big deal.
Were you an extra at all, or were you just...
I was not an extra, but I was at the Mall of America one day when they were shooting the movie, so I saw Schwarzenegger's body double slide into the ball pit.
Oh my
what
God.
does Schwarzenegger's body double look like? Is he as big as Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. I don't remember. Also, they shot the movie, I believe, in like April or May, so everyone's wearing jackets, and it was like hot outside.
Yeah. So Schwarzenegger goes on what you could argue is the longest daylight day in human history.
I kept being like, is it night yet?
Yeah.
Again, I don't notice these things, but that day was so long. Like, if the lighting outside never changed.
No.
Like, it didn't start off as morning. It didn't change into midday. Like,
and the way that he went around that city, it seemed, the movie ends at a holiday parade that is in pure daylight. It's not an evening parade. Yeah. There's no evening element to it.
But there has been the equivalent of 40 hours of day because of what he's accomplished.
He lives in the Alaskan part of Minneapolis. Yeah. But yeah, it was such a crazy thing. And then, I also want to talk about the direction on this. Schwarzenegger in this whole movie is shot either from like a camera looking up into his face or really tight close-ups. So it looks like it's almost like bad 3D. So it's always like his face is like, oh. I think a BBC critic says that Schwarzenegger has the comedic timing of a dead moose.
Oh my God.
There is like, that face is always like, he's always getting hit by something, making crazy faces.
It's clear he has no concept of humor when he's like trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Like it's so painful to watch.
And everyone's improvising around him, too. That's why I think this movie makes no sense at all. Sinbad chokes a woman.
Yeah.
He chokes a woman.
He not only does he choke a woman, but he gets beaten up at a toy store at one point and yells Rodney King, and then again
I
gets
miss that.
yeah,
I
he yells
miss
that, and then he gets punched again, and he goes, "Watch out, be careful, I've got sickle cell." So it's just like he was saying, like they just kept everything in.
Well, I said I felt like every bit that he did in this movie were like deleted bits from Sinbad's stand-up. It was like, this didn't make it in. It's not as funny as what his stand-up would be. This is kind of like the B cuts. I actually have a
Some
clip
stuff makes no sense. Like at one point when he screams out, like, "I've seen the movie Vertigo."
Yeah.
They're
Does
like
that mean
on a
anything to you?
high-rise?
Yeah, does that mean anything to you? Like,
No.
Here,
No,
this
it
is
doesn't.
some of
What
Sinbad's
talking about?
little stand-up. Here we go.
You know it's all a ploy, don't you?
Employee.
Man, where have you been? Don't you watch TV? We are being set up by rich and powerful toy cartels.
Oh, come
now you got
on.
these big fat cats sit there using working class just like me and you. They spend billions of dollars on TV advertisement, and then they sit there and use subliminal messages to suck your children's minds out. And I know what I'm talking about because I went to junior college for a semester and I studied psychology, so I'm right in there. I know what's going on. And then they sit there and make a kid feel like garbage if you, the father who's working 24/7, delivering mail so you can make an alimony payment to a woman that slept with everybody at the post office but me. And then when you get the toy, it breaks and you can't fix it because it's a little cheap plastic.
It
You know
just
what I
seems
to do? I
like
to
it
walk
seems
up
like
there
the
office,
cadence
grab
of
a little-
stand-up without any
Yeah.
jokes to it. And this is where he starts to choke a woman. Apparently, this part was written for Joe Pesci, but they recast it at the last
What?
minute with Sinbad.
Well, that makes sense.
Because Joe Pesci was too short next to Schwarzenegger. But
what's
that makes
so
more sense that he's
interesting-
crazy and a bad guy.
What's so interesting about that is that Sinbad was originally cast in Goodfellas. And Scorsese, at the last
Fascinating.
minute, replaced him
Yeah.
with Joe Pesci.
Bad move.
Just think of what that movie could have been, guys.
This whole movie is just like a giant soundboard, like an R. Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
soundboard, too. It's like, he's not kosher. I'm not a pervert. Don't eat my cookies. Get your mother. It's like they're the best things of all time.
Also, the whole movie revolves around him getting a Turbo Man doll, and he's incapable of saying the word turbo. Yeah. it sounds like he's
Turbo.
saying Tim Tebow, like Tebow Man. Tebow Man.
I also sort of felt like Sinbad never had a son.
No, I felt
Like
I
that
felt
Turbo,
that, too.
Turbo Man doll.
Like that
was just
twist in
him.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with John Candy's wife has
Yeah,
been
exactly
dead.
like
It's
that.
like- yeah, you don't see Sinbad's kid. Also, I mean, Sinbad is a bad dude. Besides choking a woman, he brings a bomb.
He's a terrorist.
Yeah, he's a terrorist
He's a-
twice.
He's like a homicidal, like
Alcoholic.
government worker.
Yeah, alcoholic, ties up a parade worker, steals his costume, and gets into a fist fight and chases a kid up a tree.
Also, and it's
almost
so
kills
racist.
a kid.
Like he's the only black character except for the weird waiter in the diner.
No,
Or-
and
and the Black family.
Oh, that they,
who is not invited to the Christmas Eve parade.
while they're saying grace.
Yes.
Remember?
The black family having grace as Arnold Schwarzenegger as Turbo Man flies through their living room.
Destroys their house. He destroys their house.
Because that, you know what, they were asking for
Yeah,
it.
they were praying.
You know?
They should be at the Wintertainment parade.
So
that
Schwarzenegger.
entertainment parade is so heavily produced too.
Oh my
Like,
God,
this
it's
was
massive.
really.
The Wintertainment Parade, at the end of the movie, Schwarzenegger somehow gets himself into the Turbo Man costume and then proceeds. The Turbo Man costume in this movie works fully functional.
Yeah.
Like, it has jetpacks that can fly you into outer space almost, or
Projectile discs.
projectile disc boomerangs that work. Everything on this costume works. If this worked, people would be wearing it. Soldiers would be bringing this into
Right.
battle the way that they had
Oh,
this.
absolutely.
This is
I loved, and we've not spoken yet about the Jim Belushi.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the best part of the movie.
Yes.
That guy who plays the elf, I feel like if we IMDb'd him, has been a Christmas elf
he was a
the
Seinfeld
Seinfeld.
elf.
Yeah.
in 700
Yeah.
things.
I did appreciate though there was one little person in that sequence who was dressed as a Santa.
Yeah, Little Santa.
Yep.
Little Santa.
And I believe, I did not check this out, but Vern Troyer was one of the extra.
I think so, too. I
yeah,
think you're right. I
he was
think-
the one who gets punched and flies.
This underground like workshop was where they were selling toys on the black
Stolen,
market, right?
like,
okay,
yes.
so but why
was it the
did
cartel?
they need to? Yeah, this is a toy cartel. Why were they all in costumes?
Who
Okay, all right, just had
And
to
like
ask.
the
I had
women,
to ask.
the women were in like Santa's helper, like
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
costumes, like as if they were from the North Pole.
So Belushi,
We're not explaining this.
Yeah.
He goes to the Mall of America.
No, we don't need to explain. It. What are you talking about?
Well, okay. Sorry. I don't know how
Please
this
do.
works.
No, please do.
He goes to the Mall of America to enter a lottery to get one of the last Turbo Man dolls in the state. and the way the lottery works, everyone gets bouncy balls, like super balls.
Yeah,
course,
super balls
of
with
course.
numbers on
Yeah.
them.
Totally normal.
And then
The workers are overwhelmed at one point, and they
right.
throw.
Chris Parnell throws.
Oh, that was he's the first one. This is the different.
Oh,
one,
you're
yeah.
right. You're right.
They throw all these bouncy balls into the air.
and then so then he doesn't get a bouncy ball, and dejected walks around the Mall of America, bumps into Jim Belushi as the Santa Claus,
A degenerate Santa.
a degenerate Santa who.
And by the way, when he's searching for that bouncy ball, that's probably about a 10-minute
Yeah.
sequence.
Where he's literally
10-minute action sequence.
that is an action sequence where he is chasing a yellow ball around the mall.
Some of which involves just, we're saying action sequence, but part of it is him riding in an elevator.
Yes,
Yes, it's an action sequence. It's like bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba bum ba dum, and then it's just him going from like the third floor in a glass elevator to the first, like so
slow.
And then
there are a number
walking
of
to Legoland.
Yes, there are a number of montages I wrote. Nothing happened in this montage.
Okay, if you like Jingle All the Way, you can listen to the full episode in the stream right now. What else do I have to tell you? Get it wherever you get your podcasts. How did this get made? Jingle All the Way, and we are in the middle of a holiday season on How Did This Get Made. New episodes, old episodes, all around Christmas. Get your fill right here, right now. And if you like this, subscribe, do whatever you want. We're here all the time for every Matinee Monday. See you next time.